Hello children, this is Ram Sarup, your maths faculty. Today we are going to continue the next class children that is related to what a polynomials. So let us children see what is today's class and what is we have discussed in the previous class. So in the previous class we have discussed about, do you remember children in the previous class what we have discussed in the previous class? Children, in the previous class we have discussed about the geometrical meaning of what a cubic polynomial. And we have found the zeros of the cubic polynomial and the geometrical representation. So how we are finding the zeros of the cubic polynomial? By graphically. Otherwise, by using the graph, how we are finding the zeros of a cubic polynomial? That is the first one we have discussed in the previous class. And some questions we have discussed children yesterday. And today's class, we are going to discuss about a little bit extension of yesterday's topic only children. So today's class, what we are discussing? The relationship between the zeros and the coefficients of a polynomial. The relationship between the zeros and what is it children? Coefficients of the polynomial. So what is the relation between zeros and coefficients of the polynomial? That is the first one thing children. Okay, let us see. Now children, I am taking the one polynomial. So what is the polynomial children? Here I am taking the one quadratic polynomial, that is what? A p of x. So p of x I am writing as 2x square minus 8x plus 6. Can I say children it is a quadratic polynomial? Yes, it is a what? A quadratic polynomial. Why? Because the highest degree, otherwise we can say the highest exponent value is equal to what? 2. The degree is 2, what we call it is a quadratic polynomial. So quadratic polynomial means how many zeros it has? Generally, so it has exactly 2 zeros, isn't it? So first of all, I want to find the zeros of these two polynomial. I'm getting my point children. I want to find the zeros of this polynomial. So how we can find the zeros of this polynomial again? So we'll do one thing children, splitting middle term method, isn't it? So first I'm taking the polynomial. It is a 2x square minus 8x and plus 6. Children, first take the x square coefficient and next constant. X square coefficient is 2 and constant is 6. So 2 into 6, what is the answer children? 12. So what is the factors of 12 children? So one combination 4 into 3. Another combination is what children? 6 into 2. Next combination 1 into 12, isn't it? But I want to get the answer should be 8. So if we need to add this, we have to get the answer is what? 8. So what I am taking the combination? So this is a 2x square. This minus 8x I am splitting as minus 2x and minus 6x plus 8. Okay. So this is I am splitting as what children? Okay. So minus 2x and minus 6x plus 8. Now children, take the 2x is a common. If I take 2x common, so I will be getting x minus 1. And from this, what is the common children? So what is the common I can take? So this is 6 children, not 8. So this is 6. So minus 6x and plus 6. So can I take 6 as a common? I am taking what? A minus 6 is a common. If I take minus 6 common, so this is x and this is what? A minus 1. Now children, here overall x minus 1 and x minus 1 is a common. So if I take x minus 1 common, so what I will be getting children? I will be getting 2x minus 6. Clear children? If I take x minus 1 common, I will be getting x minus 1 into a 2x minus 6. Okay. To find the zeros, what we have to do children? We have to equate the 0. So x minus 1 into 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Then what we can write children? I can write x is equal to what? Minus 1 equal to 0, and I can write 2x minus 1, 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. So to find the 0, we have to what? Equate to 0. So we'll get x minus 1 equal to 0 or 2x minus 6 equal to 0. Children, first I am finding the zeros of the polynomial. Okay. The given polynomial is what? A quadratic polynomial. The degree is what? 2. First I will find the zeros of the polynomial. Then I will bring the A relationship between the what? The zeros of the polynomial and the coefficients of the what? The given polynomial expression. So first let us find the zeros of the polynomial. So x minus 1 is equal to 0. Then here x is equal to what? 1 is the answer. And 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. So we can write 2x is equal to 6. Then x is equal to what? A 3 is the answer. So what are the zeros of polynomial, children? One is 1 and one is what? 3. Okay. Now children, what I am doing? I am just adding sum of zeros. So sum of 0 means, can I say 1 plus 3, children? So what is 1 plus 3 value? This is 4. Are you getting my point, children? So this 1 plus 3 value is equal to 4. And this 4 I am writing, children. Can I write minus of minus 4? This 4 I am writing as what? Minus of minus 4, isn't it? And this I am writing as minus of minus 8 by 2. Children, first this 4 I am writing as minus of minus 4. So minus of minus 4, again it is same, plus 4 only. And this minus 4 I am writing as minus 8 by 2, because 2 ones are 2 fours are, isn't it? So at last what I got, children? Minus of minus 8 by 2. Children, look at the polynomial expression. From the polynomial expression, can you tell me what is a minus 8? So minus 8 is what, children? Can I say it is x coefficient? Yes or no? So I can say what? It is coefficient of x. So this is what, children? Coefficient of x and divided by. So what is 2, children? So 2 is a what here? X square coefficient. So I can say coefficient of x square. So this is what? A coefficient of x square. So children, when I add the two zeros, like sum of the zeros, so what I got the answer? So I got minus of minus 8 by 2. I got the answer. So that I am writing as, how we can write numerator? So numerator I am writing as what? The coefficient of x. From the polynomial expression, what is a minus 8? Tell me, children. The minus 8 is a what? It is a x coefficient. So in the place of minus 8, I am just writing that it is what? The coefficient of x. And denominator is what? 2. So 2 is a what, children? From the question again. 2, I can say it is the x square coefficient. Are you getting my point, children? The sum of the zeros. So when I am adding 1 plus 3. So 1 plus 3, I got it is 4. This 4 I am writing as minus of minus 4, because we can write 4 as minus of minus 4. Because minus into minus is what? Plus. So minus of minus 4 is what? A plus 4. And this minus 4 we can write as again minus 8 by 2. Okay. So minus 8 by 2. Now actually what is a minus 8, children, from the question? Minus 8 is what? A coefficient of x. And 2 is what, children? It is a coefficient of x square. So sum of the zeros, how we can write, children? The sum of the zeros we can write as the coefficient of x by and coefficient of x square. Are you getting my point, children? The sum of the zeros we can write as what? Minus of, like minus of what? The coefficient of x by I coefficient of x square. That is what? A sum of the zeros. Now children, what I am writing? I am just doing the product. Let us see the product of the zeros and we can bring the relation. What relation we can bring now? Let us see. Now I am finding the what? A product of the zero, children. So this is what? A product of zeros. So how we can write product of the zeros? Here what is the 1 0? 1 0 is 1 and the 0 is 3. So this is what? A 1 into 3. So 1 into 3 we can write as what, children? 3. And this 3 I am writing as, can I write 6 upon 2, children? This 3 item I am writing as what? A 6 by 2, otherwise 6 upon 2. So this 6, children, look at the again polynomial expression. From the polynomial expression, what is the 6, children? Can I say it is a constant? So I can say 6 is a what? It is a constant, children. So I can say 6 is a constant and divided by, and what is the 2, children? Coefficient of x square. So this is what? A coefficient of x square. So the product of the zeros we can write as constant by coefficient of x square. So that is the what? A relationship between the product of the zeros and coefficients of the given polynomial expression. Clear, children? Sum of the zeros we got actually what? The negative of coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. That is sum of the zeros. And what about the product of the zero, children? Constant by coefficient of x square. Clear, children? So this is called what? A relationship between the what? Zeros and the coefficient of polynomial expression. Here zeros are what? 1 and 3. And this 6 is a what? A constant term. And 2 is a what, children? X square coefficient. And here zeros are what? 1 plus 3. Like sum nothing but what? Addition. And this we can write as what, children? Negative of coefficient of x by and coefficient of x square. Clear, children? Any doubts this point? It's a very simple, children. First I am finding the sum of the zeros. Then I am bringing the what? A relationship. Next I am finding the what, children? Product of the zeros. Then I am bringing what? Again relationship between the zeros and coefficient of the given polynomial expression. Clear, children? Any doubts? Okay. Now let us see what is the formula. Children, sum of the zeros we can write as what? The coefficient of x by and coefficient of x square. Next, product of the zeros we can write as what, children? The constant term by coefficient of x square. So it is a what? A relationship between the what? Sum of the zeros and coefficients. This is what? Product of the zeros and coefficients of the polynomial expression. Clear, children? Are any doubts? It's a very, very simple, children. And children, this we are discussing for what? A quadratic polynomial. And cubic polynomial we have again separate relationship. So that relationship is different and this is something different. So both are different, children. Okay? Fine. Now children, let us see one example question. One by one we are going to solve now. First question. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial and give the below one. And find the sum and product of the zeros and verify the what? A relationship between the coefficient of the terms in the quadratic polynomial. Children, first one I will take here. P of x is what? X square minus x and minus 6. So P of x is equal to, we can write as what, children? X square minus x and minus 6. Okay. Now children, here what is the x square coefficient? First we have to find the zeros of this polynomial, children. After finding the zeros of the polynomial, then we can bring the what? Otherwise, then we can build a relationship between the zeros of the polynomial and the coefficients of the polynomial. So this is x square and minus x and minus 6. Now tell me, children, how we can do splitting middle term? So minus 6, this is what? Constant is minus 6 and x coefficient is what? 1. So 1 into minus 6, what is the answer? Minus 6. So how we can write, children, minus 6? So minus 6 you can write as minus 3x plus 2x and minus 6. Now children, take the x as the common. If I take x as common, it is x minus 3 and take 2 is the common, this is what? X minus 3. So here x minus 3 is the overall common. So if I take x minus 3 overall common, I will be getting what, children? X plus 2. Again, children, I want to find the what? Zeros of the polynomial. So x is what? 3 and x is what? A minus 2. Okay. Now children, I want to find the what again? Sum of the what? Zeros. So sum of the zeros. So sum of the zero means what? A 3 plus of minus 2. So 3 plus of minus 2 nothing but 1. Children, how we can write this 1? This 1 I am writing as minus of minus 1 and divided by 1. Can I write, children, like this? So this 1 I am writing as what? A minus of minus 1 and divided by 1. Because if you divide any number with 1, you will get the same number only. There is nothing is change. There is no change in the number. So what I am writing? 1 I am writing as minus of minus 1 and divided by 1. Children, this minus, let it be. From the question, what is a minus 1? Can I say minus 1 is the x coefficient? So I can write as it is a coefficient of x. So this is coefficient of x. And what is the 1, children? Can I say x square coefficient? So I can say it is coefficient of x square. See, again it is a what? A relationship between the what? The sum of the zeros of the polynomial and the coefficients of the what? A polynomial. Clear, children? And children, the same way we can define what? The product of the zeros of polynomial. So product means, what is the first 0, children? First 0 is 3 and second 0 is minus 2. So product means a 3 into minus 2. So 3 into minus 2, answer is minus 6. And children, this minus 6 I am writing as, how we can write, children? Minus 6 divided by 1. Okay. And children, look at the polynomial expression and see what is actually minus 6. From the polynomial expression, what is the minus 6, children? So minus 6 we can say what? A constant term. So this is a constant term divided by, and we can say what? X square coefficient. Okay, children. So this is what? A relationship between the what? The zeros of the polynomial and the coefficients of the polynomial. Clear, children? Any doubts? Question is very simple, children. Just try to understand. First of all, we need to find what? The zeros of the polynomial. Okay. Okay. Now, children, can you try the second sum or third sum, anything? So, let us see one question number 3, third sum. So, what is the given polynomial expression, children? X square minus 4. First, find the zeros of the polynomial. So, what we have to do? So, write down x square minus 4 equal to 0. So, this we can write as what? X plus 2, and this I can write as x minus 2 equal to 0. Then x is equal to 1 positive 2 and one more is what? A negative 2. Okay. Now, I am finding the what? Sum of the zeros. So, sum of the zeros means what, children? Plus 2 and minus 2. This is 0. And children, this I can write as, how we can rewrite, children, this? X square plus 0 into x, and this is minus 4. Can I write like this, children? X square minus 4 I am writing as what? X square plus 0 into x and minus 4. Now here this 0 I am writing as, how we can write this 0? Minus of 0, otherwise you can write as plus 0 and divided by 1. Can I write 0 as 0 by 1? Yes, you can write as 0 by 1. Then, children, from the polynomial expression, what is a 0? From the polynomial expression, 0 is what, children? It is a coefficient of x. So, this is a coefficient of x and divided by, what is the 1, children? 1 is called what? X square coefficient. So, 1 is what? Coefficient of x square. Okay. This is what? A coefficient of x, and this is what? A coefficient of x square. Clear, children? This is what? The sum of the zeros. And how we can find product of the zero, children? So, product of the zeros. So, product of the zeros I can write as, one 0 is plus 2, another 0 is minus 2. So, plus into minus 2, it is a minus 4. And how I can write minus 4, children? So, minus 4 I can write as minus 4 divided by 1. So, from the question, what is a minus 4 again? From the question, minus 4 is about a constant term. And divided by. And 1 is a what, children? 1 is x square coefficient. So, 1 is a what? X square coefficient. Okay. So, every time what we are getting, children? The sum of the zeros. We are getting by what? Negative of x coefficient by x square coefficient. And a product of the zeros. So, what we are getting? Constant term by x square coefficient. Okay. Children, look at this solution and see how we are finding the number of zeros and what is the relationship between the number of zeros and coefficients. See children, any doubts up to here? No doubt? Okay, fine children. Now children will do something. It's actually what the given polynomial is what? P of x is what? Ax square plus bx plus c. So the given polynomial is what? Ax square plus bx plus c. Think children, it has two zeros. One zero is what? Alpha. Another zero is beta. Children, here alpha and beta are what? Both are some Greek symbols. Here alpha is representing one zero of the polynomial and beta also representing another zero of the polynomial. So alpha and beta are what? Both are the zeros of the polynomial. Okay. And so ax square plus bx plus c, we can write as what children? Factorizing form. So how we can write factorizing form? Alpha is a 1 0 and beta is a 0 means we can write as x minus alpha and we can write as x minus beta. Yes or no? Because alpha and beta are zeros of polynomial. So we can write as this complete polynomial expression as x minus alpha into x minus beta. But children, here we are missing the x square coefficient. So I am writing here something x square coefficient is what? A into. It can be a or it can be some k also, any real number, okay. So you can take as k also. Then generally what we can write children? Sum of the zeros. So that is what? Alpha plus beta. So what actually we got the formula in the previous question? So sum of the zeros, every time what we got? We got minus of what? X coefficient by x square coefficient, isn't it children? So we got every time coefficient of x. So we got coefficient of x and divided by what children? Coefficient of x square. So we got coefficient of x square. But children, from the polynomial expression, can you tell me what is the coefficient of x? Coefficient of x is what? B. So we can write as this relationship as minus b and divided by x square coefficient. Here a square is what? Sorry, a is a what? X square coefficient. So we can write as minus b by a. So sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta, we can say minus b by a. Next one, product of the zeros. So product of the zeros means what children? We can write as alpha into beta. So alpha into beta, what we got children generally? In the previous two questions, we got constant term by again x square coefficient. So this is what? A constant term by and this is what? X square coefficient. Okay. And what is the constant term children? This alpha into beta we can write as alpha beta children. And a constant term, that is c. X square coefficient, that is a. So we can write as c by a. So alpha plus beta, what is the formula? Minus b by a and alpha into beta, what is the formula children? That is c by a. Suppose in the question they are asking, find the sum of the zeros. So directly apply the formula alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. And find the what? Product of the two zeros. So directly you can say the children answer is equal to alpha into beta is equal to c by a. Children, we can use this directly formula in our problems also and try to find the directly answer. Clear? First formula alpha plus beta, that is minus b by a, and second formula, that is alpha into beta, that is a c by a. Clear children, or any doubts? It's a very simple children, you can remember easily. Alpha plus beta nothing but minus b by a and alpha into beta nothing but it is c by a. So minus b is what here? X coefficient, otherwise coefficient of x, and a is the what? X square coefficient. Alpha into beta c by a. Here c is the what children? Constant term, and a is the what again? X square coefficient. Clear children, any doubts regarding these two formulas? Fine. Okay, see children, here alpha plus beta is equal to, we can say minus b by a, and alpha into beta we can say it is c by a. Okay, fine. Children, there is a one more formula. If you know alpha and beta are the what? The two zeros of the polynomial. And you know alpha plus beta value, that is what? Minus b by a. And you know alpha into c by value, that is what? A c by a. Then how we can form the quadratic polynomial? The formula is k into x square minus x into, that is what? Alpha plus beta plus alpha into beta. This is what? The sum of the zeros, and this is what? A product of the zeros. X square minus x into what? Alpha plus beta plus alpha into beta. This is sum of the two zeros, and it is what? A product of the two zeros. Okay, children? If the question, if it is given that alpha plus beta value and alpha into beta value, so we can bring the what? We can form a quadratic polynomial as k into x square minus x into what? Alpha plus beta, that is sum of the zeros, plus alpha into beta, that is what? A product of the zeros. Clear, children? Are any doubts regarding this formula? This formula you can apply when you know alpha plus beta value and you know alpha into beta value. Then we can apply this formula directly, children. No issues. Alpha plus beta value and alpha into beta value. And write down the formula, you will get the directly answer. Okay? Okay, fine, children. Okay. Find the zeros of the polynomial, children, and verify the what? A relation between the what? The zeros and the coefficients. Children, first tell me what is the given polynomial? X square plus 7x and plus 10. Okay? Then, first children do the factorization for this. So, 10 means how we can write? 5 into 2. So, this we can write as x square 5x plus 2x plus 10. Children, take the x common. This is what? X plus 5. Take the 2 common, children. This is what? X plus 5. So, overall x plus 5 is a common. So, we will be getting what, children? This is x plus 2. Okay. Now, again to find the 0, so we have to equate 0. So, when I equate 0, I get x is equal to what? 5, and I will get x is equal to what? A minus 2. Okay. Again, how we can bring the relationship, children? Just add the zeros. So, sum of the zeros. So, how we can write sum of the zeros? Minus 5 plus of minus 2. So, minus 5 and minus 2. What is the value? It is a minus 7. Okay. So, this minus 7, how we can write, children? So, this minus 7 I am writing as minus of, this is like this. I am writing 7 as bracket separately. And from the question, what is 7 actually? From the question, 7 is what? X coefficient. And divided by. So, children, I can write this also 1 also. Divided by 1. So, 1 is what again? We can say x square coefficient. Clear? X coefficient by and x square coefficient. That is what? The sum of the zeros. And how we can write product of the zeros? So, I am writing product of the zeros. So, 1 0 is what? Minus 5, another 0 is minus 2. So, minus 5 into minus 2. So, this is what? A plus 10. And plus 10 I am writing as 10 divided by 1. Again, from the question, what is the 10? 10 is what, children? It is a constant term. It is a constant term and divided by, what is the 1 again? X square coefficient. It is a constant term by, and it is what? X square coefficient. Okay. So, this is what, children? What we are getting the answer, like bringing a relationship between the zeros of the polynomial and the coefficients of the polynomial. Clear, children? Any doubts? Okay. Now, children, there is a question here. Find the quadratic polynomial whose sum and product of the quadratic polynomial is equal to what? A minus 3 and 2. Children, you assume the two zeros. One 0 is alpha, another 0 is what? A beta. From the question, they have given the what? Sum of the zeros. So, can I say this is alpha plus beta value? Isn't it? So, alpha plus beta value means what is the sum here? Minus 2. and they have given the product. So product means what is the formula, children? Alpha into beta. That is, we can do 2 is a value. Children, we know the sum of the zeros and we know the product of the zeros. So how we can find the relationship? Like how we can bring the quadratic polynomial? So what is the formula, children? I told you already, that is k into x square minus x into what? Alpha plus beta plus alpha into beta. Here alpha plus beta nothing but what, children? The sum of the zeros. And what is the alpha into beta? That is product of the zeros. Alpha into beta is equal to product of the zeros, and alpha plus beta is equal to the sum of the zeros. Then children, substitute the values here. So k into x square minus x into. So what is the alpha into beta value? Sir, alpha plus beta value, children? It is a minus 3. So write down here a minus 3 plus alpha into beta. What is alpha into beta value, children? That is plus 2. So write down the 2. So k into x square. So minus into minus plus. So we can write as 3x and this is plus 2. Okay. So what is our value, children? Our quadratic polynomial. So we can take k into x square into x square plus 3x and plus 2. So that is the what? Quadratic polynomial. And children, here k is a what? A real number. So k you can take belongs to R, but k is what? A not equal to 0. K can be any real number, children, but k should not be equal to 0. So that is the what? A quadratic polynomial. When you know the what? The sum of the zeros and the product of the zeros. So this is what? A sum value, and it is a what? A product value. Then we can bring the what? A relation, sir. We can bring the what? A quadratic polynomial. So this is a what? A quadratic polynomial. Clear, children? Just look at the definition. So look at the what? The question and see the formula and how we are applying everything. So the formula is very simple, children. Just remember this formula. It's a very, very important formula. K into x square minus of x into alpha plus beta plus alpha into beta. So this is what? A quadratic polynomial form. Clear, children? Okay. Now children, look at this question again. Find the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 2 and minus 1 by 3. Children, they are asking what? Find the zeros of the polynomial whose zeros are what? 2 and, find the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are what? A 2 and minus 1 by 3. Children, in this question, they have mentioned what? Alpha and beta value. So they have given that alpha is equal to, you can take 2, and beta is equal to what? You can take minus 1 by 3. Alpha value, beta value, we know, children. We need to find the what? A quadratic polynomial. Now children, what I am doing? First I am writing what? Alpha plus beta value. So 2 plus of minus 1 by 3. So what is this value, children? This is 3, and 3 2s are 6 minus 1. So we can say it is a 5 divided by 3. That is alpha plus beta value. Then how we can find alpha into beta value? That is 2 into a minus 1 by 3. So we can say it is a minus 2 by 3. Okay, children. So children, what actually we can write? 5 by 3 we can write as what? A minus b by a. Because sum of the zeros, what is the formula? It is minus b by a. Product of the zeros, what is the formula, children? It is a c by a. Children, just see here, both the ratios are equal. So from this, can I write a is equal to 3, children? And b is equal to what I can say? Minus 5. And c is equal to what I can say? It is minus 2, isn't it? So a value is 3 and b value minus 5 and c is equal to what? A minus 2. Then what is the quadratic polynomial? This is ax square plus bx plus c. That is the quadratic polynomial. Now children, substitute the values here. Here a is equal to 3. So we can write as 3x square plus b equal to minus 5. So this is minus 5 into x. and plus c value. What is the c value, children? It is a minus 2. So what I am writing? 3x square. So minus 5 into x we can take as minus 5x and this is a minus 2. So this is our required a quadratic polynomial. Clear, children? Any doubts? Just look at the question and see the answer. First they have given the what? Alpha and beta value, children. So alpha beta, so alpha value is what? 2 and beta value is what? A minus 1 by 3. Now I am finding the what, children? Alpha plus beta value. So I got the answer is equal to a 5 by 3. That is alpha plus beta value. Then I am finding the what? Alpha into beta value. That is what? A product of the zeros. That is minus 2 by 3. But generally, children, what is the alpha plus beta value formula? That is minus b by e. So I am equating to what? A minus b by a. So 5 by 3 is equal to I am writing as minus b by a. Next one, children, I am writing as what? A minus 2 by 3 is equal to what? A c by a. Okay. Because alpha into beta value is what? A c by a. Alpha plus beta value a minus b by a. Now, children, see both the ratios are equal here. Both the ratios are equal means we can say numerator is equal and denominators are equal for both the ratios. Here numerator is what? So here denominator is what? 5 is equal to minus b means b is equal to what? A minus 5. So we got the b value. And here c is equal to what? Minus 2. And children, look at the denominator. Here a is also 3. Here also a is equal to 3. So directly I can say a value is equal to what? 3 is the answer. Now children, what is the quadratic polynomial? So the quadratic polynomial is what? Ax square plus bx plus c. Now children, just substitute the a, b, c value in the given polynomial. So a value is what? 3 and b value minus 5 and c value is minus 2. Okay. Now what is the quadratic polynomial? A 3x square and minus 5x and minus 2 is what? Our quadratic polynomial. Clear, children? Just look at the question. It's a very simple, children. Okay. Next, children, cubic polynomial. So what is a cubic polynomial, children? The polynomial expression is in this form, like ax power 3 and bx square plus cx plus d. So ax to the power of 3 and bx square plus cx plus d, and where a is not equal to 0. So this polynomial expression, what we call, children, we can say it is a cubic polynomial. Because here highest exponent value is 3. The highest exponent value is 3 means what we can say? It is a cubic polynomial. Okay, children. For the cubic polynomial, what is the degree? Degree is what? A 3. So I can say this expression, we can say it is a cubic polynomial. Clear, children? Now, children, quadratic polynomial means it has only 2 zeros. Then what about cubic polynomial? It has 3 0. Why? Because here what is the highest degree? The highest degree, otherwise the highest exponent value is what? 3. So 3 means it has exactly 3 zeros. Are you getting my point, children? It has exactly 3 zeros. So these 3 zeros I am what? Representing as 1 0 is alpha, another 0 is beta, one more 0 is gamma. That is alpha comma, beta comma, gamma. Okay, so alpha and beta and gamma. See, children, this is alpha, this is beta, and this is what? A gamma. So these 3 zeros, what? I am taking the letters as alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha is the 1 0, beta is 1 more 0, and gamma is 1 more 0. Now children, how we can write again? Same thing. If alpha, beta, gamma are 3 zeros means how we can do factorizing? Factorizing we can write as alpha x minus alpha, x minus beta, and x minus gamma. It is what? A factorization. But we are missing what? X square coefficient. Here what is x square coefficient? A is x square coefficient means we can write as here A. So we can write as what? A into x minus alpha, x minus beta, and x minus gamma. So when you do this multiplication, you will be getting the expression like this, children. Okay. Children, we have here exactly 3 combinations. In the quadratic polynomial, we have only 2 combinations. One is alpha plus beta, one more is alpha into beta. But coming to cubic polynomial, we have 3 combinations. One combination is what? Alpha plus beta plus gamma. That is what? The sum of the 3 zeros. Okay. And second combination is what, children? The sum of the zeros of the product of two zeros. Are you getting my point, children? Here alpha into beta means what? The product of the two zeros. So sum of the product of the two zeros of the polynomial. So this is what? The sum of the zeros of the product of the two zeros. Next one is what, children? The product of three zeros. Here we are taking the what? The product is at a time, two times, like two zeros. And this is sum of complete all the zeros, like alpha plus beta plus gamma. And this is what? Alpha into beta, beta into gamma, and gamma into alpha. That is what? Sum of the zeros of the product of two zeros at a time we are taking that. And this is alpha, beta, gamma. That is what? The product of three zeros. Clear, children? Here we got the three combinations. Now, children, let us see how we are going to write these three combinations one by one. Now, children, remember, if I am taking the what? A quadratic polynomial is a cubic polynomial is what? Ax power 3 and bx square plus cx plus d. And here what is the condition, children? A is not equal to 0. Okay. Then, if alpha, beta, gamma are the three zeros of the polynomial, children, then what are the three combinations we can write? The first combination is what? Sum of the zeros. So, alpha plus beta plus gamma, we can write the formula as minus b by a. It is the first combination. And second combination is what, children? The sum of the product of the two zeros. The sum of the product of the two zeros, that is alpha plus beta, next to beta plus gamma, next to gamma plus alpha. So we can write as what, children? This is a C by A. Another combination, alpha into beta into gamma, we can write as a minus D by A. Clear, children? So these are the what? A three combinations. Otherwise, we can say three varieties we can write from the alpha, beta, gamma. First one minus b by a, next one c by a, next one minus d by a. Here minus b nothing but what, children? X square coefficient. Same like previous, okay, quadratic polynomial. Again a nothing but what? X cube coefficient here. And c nothing but what, children? Here x coefficient. And d nothing but what, children? Here it is a constant term. Clear? Now, children, look at this question here. Next, I want to write the what? Alpha plus beta plus gamma value. What is the formula here? A minus b by a. And this is what? A c by a. And this is what? A minus d by a. Now, children, from this question, you tell me what is a minus b? Minus b nothing but it is 3. But minus nothing but it is minus 3. So, we can write as the answer is minus 3 by 1. Answer is minus 3. C by a nothing but what, children? Here c is a what actually? X coefficient. X coefficient is minus. So, minus a, like what c by a nothing but x coefficient is minus 1. Again, a nothing but 1. So, we can write as what? It is minus 1. Next to minus d by a. So, minus d by a nothing but d value is minus 2. Minus of minus, it is plus 2. We can say 2 by 1. So, 2 by 1 is equal to answer 2. Next, children, see the second question. Again, alpha plus beta plus gamma value. So, minus b by a. So, minus 8 by 4. So, this is what? A minus 2. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. What is the value, children? It is c by a. C nothing but minus 6. Again, a nothing but 4. So, we can say minus 6 by 4. So, this is what, children? A minus 3 by 2. Alpha beta gamma minus d by a. So, d value minus 2 and minus d nothing but plus 2. So, plus 2 by 4. So, plus 2 by 4 value, it is 1 by 2. Again, x power 3, 4x square minus 5x, so minus 2 and minus b by a. So, we can say it is minus 4 by 1. So, minus 4 by 1 value is minus 4. And alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha. That is what, children? Minus c by, plus c by a. Plus c by a nothing but here c value minus 5 and this is 1. So, minus 5 by 1 is equal to minus 5. Next one, children, alpha, beta, gamma is minus d by a. We can write as minus of minus 2 divided by 1. Answer is a plus 2. Now, children, come into this question. Children, if we don't have here x term is what here? 0. So, b value is 0. So, minus b by a nothing but it is 0. Next one, minus c by a. Minus c by a plus c by a. So, children, it is plus c by a. Plus c by a nothing but 5 divided by 1. We can say answer is 5. Minus d by a. Here d is a plus 4. So, minus d nothing but it is minus 4 by 1. Answer is what? Minus 4 is the answer. Minus 4 is the answer. Clear, children? So any doubts regarding this question? Children, in this class what we have discussed? We have discussed the what? How to find the zeros of the polynomial. Next what? The relationship between the what? The zeros of the polynomial and the coefficients of the polynomial. And we are finding the what is the alpha plus beta value and alpha into beta value. That is for cubic polynomial. Sorry, quadratic polynomial. And for the cubic polynomial, we are finding alpha, beta, gamma are the three zeros. From this, I am finding alpha plus gamma value, alpha beta and beta gamma and gamma alpha. Next one, alpha beta gamma value. Okay. So that is about today's class, children. So I hope you understand this class.